Greetings from the Second Age of Reason. I'm noticing that this is November 23rd, and there are many things to commemorate on November 23rd. But since I made Yorkshire pudding today, I'm going to focus on a British event, the 50th anniversary of the Doctor Who's Hi-Fi series. I haven't been watching it all 50 years. I've been watching it about 30 years. 50 years ago, 1963, I was watching Lost in Space, because that's what I had available to me at the time. The big episode of the season, finale or beginning or whatever it is, was very good. I couldn't have predicted a lot of the things in it, so that means it's very good if it's not predictable. So, there was a section beforehand where they were interviewing some internet famous people about who they would think would be also good as Doctor companions that were on the show but never quite made it. And they seemed to come up pretty dry and empty-handed with it. One mentioned Wilfred Mott, Donna's grandpa, another one, but he was in there for a few, and one also mentioned Donna, Catherine Tate. But she was a regular companion anyway, so they didn't really come up with much. I don't think they prepared for that question. But I have a few for it. Here's my take on a couple of very likely companions. Number one, Sally Sparrow. Her and her boyfriend were very clever, could figure things out in the one called The Weeping Angels. I think they were a prototype for Amy and Rory, because they were also battling those angels. So, that's a prototype idea. Then there was Lady Christina DeSuza, I think in the Planet of the Dead, where she was this very skilled, like cat burglar kind of person with all these gadgets and gizmos in her bag, and she was very full of initiative and surprises. I think she would have been a good companion too, but I believe she was a prototype for River Song. And the other one I think of is the one about the girl in the fireplace, Madame Pompador. And that was an interesting one. The time got away from them because they weren't staying focused. But it was interesting that he had a special connection with Madame Pompador, that at one point she could even read his mind. So I think she was a prototype for Clara Oswin Oswald. So that's my take on those possible companion people, and I thought it was a good episode, and I hope it continues into the future, because I kind of like that series. So until later, we'll be seeing you. Love those vortex manipulators.